These are the footprints that were left behind after the Red Sea crossing. What's so interesting about this discovery is that the footprints appear to be solidified in the seabed, along with rock-hard sand that has actually melted and fused together, with some archaeologists even comparing it to glass as it's become so brittle. This aligns with the biblical narrative in Exodus 14, where it describes God as a pillar of fire. The intense heat from the fire could potentially explain how the footprints became fossilized, preserving this moment in history as evidence of the miraculous crossing. Some researchers also point to the fact that this area, Nuweiba Beach, has long been identified as the crossing site due to the discovery of an underwater land bridge beneath the Red Sea, suggesting a possible route for a mass crossing. Not only that, there are claims of chariot wheels and human remains found on the seafloor, adding to the supporting evidence. With all these discoveries, as well as the solidified footprints in the area, has led many to believe this is where the Red Sea crossing actually took place. This is the actual monument the Israelites placed the golden calf on in the book of Exodus. Located in Saudi Arabia, at the base of what is believed to be Mount Sinai, there is a large monument with pictograms of cows on it. Many of the locals in the area claim it was the altar the children of Israel built to worship the golden calf on. The Bible explains how the Israelites constructed the golden calf by melting down the gold they took from Egypt, while Moses was receiving the Ten Commandments. They have even found what looks like ancient furnaces in the area, as well as the molds that would have been used to melt down the gold and create the golden calf. Not only that, but they also found ancient Hebrew carvings on nearby rocks, including a menorah, a symbol associated with the Jewish people, as well as depictions of livestock and ancient Hebrew writings, further adding to the supporting evidence. With all these discoveries, along with the close proximity to Mount Sinai, have led many to believe this is the actual spot where the golden calf was worshipped in the book of Exodus.
I'm really at the place where the tower stood.
The fragile remains of the legendary city of Babylon in modern-day Iraq have revealed many secrets. The greatest of all was the discovery of a vast structure that ancient records suggest was the Tower of Babel. Ancient texts have allowed experts to imagine what the building might have looked like. But now, astounding new evidence has emerged. Inscribed on the surface of a privately owned tablet is an image that sensationally reveals exactly what the Tower of Babel looked like.
This is a very strong piece of evidence that the Tower of Babel story in the Bible was inspired by this real building.
This remarkable tablet, which has never been filmed before, dates to the 6th century BC. It was discovered in Babylon over a century ago. Unbelievably, no one realized how important it was until Professor Andrew George, an expert in ancient texts, brought its faint carvings back to life.
At the top here, this part, there is a relief depicting a stepped tower, and here a figure of a human being carrying a staff with a conical hat on. Below that relief is text which has been chiseled into the monument, and the label is easily read. It reads Etem Enki Zikurat Babeli, and that means the Zikurat or temple tower of the city of Babylon.
This tablet provides the first ever image of the real Tower of Babel. It confirms the building was a Mesopotamian stepped tower and illustrates the 7 tiers of the ancient megastructure. Significantly, it also clearly identifies the man behind it, Mesopotamia's most famous ruler, King Nebuchadnezzar II.
This is believed to be the remains of the house that Noah and his family lived in. It is located in the mountains of Ararat, close to where Noah's Ark is said to have landed. What's so incredible about this site is that they've found drogue stones in the area, which would have been used to prevent the Ark from tipping over during the flood. Additionally, nearby, there is a grave that's thought to belong to Noah and his wife, with gravestones marked with depictions of Noah's family, the Ark, and a rainbow. Some claims even suggest that the remains of Noah's wife are still buried in the area, as they've found giant bones buried deep within the graves, adding to the site's significance. Not only that, but they've also found an altar for sacrifices and separation markings that were likely used for farming and for vineyards, which would make sense as the Bible says that Noah used to have his own vineyard. There have also been many local legends about this being the area where Noah and his family lived, giving further credence to this discovery. This is the rock that God made water pour out of in the book of Exodus. It's known as the Rock of Horeb and is located near Mount Sinai, close to Jebel al-Lawz in Saudi Arabia. In the book of Exodus, God instructed Moses to strike the rock at Horeb, and miraculously, water poured out to sustain the people. The erosion patterns around its base are still visible, suggesting that a tremendous volume of water once flowed from it. Additionally, the surrounding stones are visibly smoothed and flattened, consistent with the powerful rush of water needed to sustain a large group of people. The rock was discovered by archaeologists in the 1980s, in a region where other significant biblical landmarks were found, such as Mount Sinai, the Red Sea crossing, and where the Battle of Rephidim was thought to have taken place. Due to the rock's size and location, which match the Bible's description perfectly, as well as the nearby significant landmarks and clear signs of water erosion, has led many to believe that this is the real Rock of Horeb that is mentioned in the Bible.